All right, welcome in. Today we're sitting outside and on a range, but we're not going to do any shooting. We're going to talk today about what I think is a very key and essential piece of equipment that you should always take with you when you're headed to the range, and that is a first aid kit, maybe two pieces of equipment, and a trauma kit. Now, we're going to talk about the differences. We're going to go over some essentials of what a first aid kit is, and we're going to save the trauma kits for a different video later. They're a little more in-depth, take a little more training. And what I have here in between is what I have put together as a combination of trauma kit and first aid kit, and you can see how big they are. So let's get these out of the way. We'll do that at a different time. We'll talk specifically about first aid kits and what the differences are between them and a true trauma kit. All right, we got the trauma kits out of the way. What I have left are combination trauma kit and first aid kits that I have put together. We'll get into those here in a little bit. Now, do not have your first aid kit look like this with the tags on it and the safety class so nobody steals the contents out of it in the store in your gear when you need to get to it. What is a first aid kit? First aid kits are just that. They're boo-boo kits. They are to put band-aids on minor cuts and scrapes, or even sometimes a little more serious, but just under stitches, cuts and scrapes. This is one that I've put together that goes with a trauma kit I have on a different bag. There is a N95 mask in there. I've got some meds in here, just band-aids, a little finger splint, a knuckle bandage, some antiseptic wipes. Again, cuts and scrapes, minor stuff, slivers, etc., right? So, that's mine that I put with a true trauma kit. This is would put in your truck, your trailer, someplace else. Not necessarily go in your pack, but definitely in a range box type first aid kit. Again, you can see the contents on it. Neosporin, a little bit of Tylenol, Band-Aids, hand cleaning wipes, various size Band-Aids. So it is, and they're all typical. I got all these at Bi-Mart. It's just, that's what it is, right? A lot of different things for minor cuts and scrapes out at the range. You need both first aid kits and trauma kits. Trauma kits are for major life-threatening emergencies, major cuts, arteries, bullets, impacts, you name it. Fall down, put a stick through your femoral artery. Doesn't matter. And they take some specialized training to go with them, which is why it's a more in-depth video we'll do at a later time. First aid kits, almost all of us know how to put a Band-Aid on, how to clean a wound. This is another first aid kit. It is comes in a waterproof container. I have one like this I carry in my man purse, if you want to call it, but my EDC backpack that I take with me everywhere I go. It's got, according to the back here, 20 bandages, 20 small bandages, butterfly bandages, spot bandages, more stuff than I'll ever need bandage-wise. Safety pins, antibiotic ointments, a razor blade, rubber nitrile gloves, sorry, that's old school me, gauze pads, 2x2s, roll of tape, waterproof case. All right, boo-boos, right? Same thing, ultralight, watertight, medic kit. Again, I got all this from Bi-Mart just yesterday. This is a lighter weight, a little softer, gives you a little more room to put some of your specific stuff in. Specific stuff might be more triangular bandages. Specific stuff might be meds for you that you think you need or you want. This one says Mountain Series Backpacker First Aid Kit. I'll turn it around for you. That's a little heavy for a lot of backpackers. And again, it's nothing more than after-bite wipes, triple antibiotic, aspirin, ibuprofen, acetaminophen, Band-Aids, boo-boo stuff. Okay, that's a lot of Band-Aids if you were going on a hike. Man, I don't know how you would end up having to use that many Band-Aids. First, you need to know how to use a first aid kit, obviously, but like I said, everybody knows how to put a Band-Aid on, I would hope. If you don't, watch a YouTube video somewhere. I don't think you need a first aid kit in your day pack this big, unless you're packing for your entire family and your kids fall down a lot. Okay? But a first aid kit is essential to take care of. You're making your firewood, whatever, and you put a little cut in your finger, you're slicing dinner up, whatever, okay? And you, again, cuts, scrapes, boo-boos, things like that, twisted ankles, and so on, all right? Make sure you know what contents are in them. Make sure that if there's something you've never seen before, you know how to use it. Make sure that it's appropriate for what activities you're going to do. My backpack is not waterproof, therefore, this is a waterproof case, and it stays shut very nicely. This one, again, says watertight, ultralight, medic kit. So you could put it in your backpack. It could get wet. Let's see what's in it. And almost all of them have the same type of stuff, right? Well, what's in it is a waterproof bag. And I would hate to have to do all this when I got a bleeding finger. Roll of tape, more tape than you'll probably need in a lifetime. Band-aids, 2x2, 4x4 gauze, meds, pair of nitrile gloves that may fit, may not fit, depending on who you are. Roll of gauze. It's pretty thick gauze. Ibuprofen, more gauze. Thought I heard a whistle down in here. Nope, a little roll of tape, duct tape, and some safety pins. Razor blade. Razor blade might come in handy, depending on what you need to do if your knife wasn't sharp enough. All right. So, as always, go out, buy a kit that fits you, fits your needs. Again, something like this, if you're going to take the whole family or in your camp trailer, whatever, maybe something like this one here. If all you want to do is put it in your EDC go to work kit, something like this maybe a little bit smaller, depending where you want to be. What I will tell you last note is those little tiny things that have like 4 Band-Aids in them aren't worth carrying with you. You need enough stuff to do the job. If you cut yourself pretty severely, you need a roll of gauze and maybe a little bit of tape to get that taken care of until you can get back. So with that, get out, find the right equipment for yourself and your needs, look at it, practice with it, train with it, so you're always the best prepared for the worst case situations.